सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's questions. Dear Swamiji, I have loved and been betrayed twice already in my life. How can I trust and love again? Please understand, first thing, do not allow the dust of the past to settle on your being. Continuously shake the dust of the past. Not allowing the dust of the past settle on you in your being. Living alive, fresh is living enlightenment. If you start thinking, anyhow I have to exhale, why should I inhale? You will not be alive. People may say, after all I am going to die, why should I be alive? No. First thing, understand, when you say I have loved and been betrayed twice already in my life, no, you don't know love. Any moment you feel you have been betrayed, you have not loved. You have loved your frame about that person. That is why when that person is not fitting in your frame or going beyond your frame, you feel you have been betrayed. First thing, experience love in your very being. Come up. It may look little impractical, but I tell you, let the love become a strong experience in you. Start loving the persons, things as they are. Relate with them as they are by dropping your ideas, your frames. Constantly you will have fear. If I love them as they are, they may exploit me. I may be taken for granted. Please understand, the person who is having a deep fear of being exploited can never slip into love. Let the love become your very being, become your very source, become your very energy, become you. That's the first thing. Let it become you. When you say, I have loved and been betrayed twice already in my life, first thing, you would have loved your frame, and when that person is not fitting in that frame, when you try to possess that person and he is not fitting into that frame, you feel betrayed. Please understand, love gives complete freedom. It does not suffocate the other person. Because you made other person feel suffocated, that is why you have the feeling he has betrayed you or she has betrayed you. So the first thing you need to understand, your love may be for the frame, not for the person. Many times I feel, even if somebody feels that they are not worthy of love, they are not worthy of my love, worthy of life, I feel very clearly there is no such thing as worth, being worthy. It is just flowing towards every being. So understand, if you think you have loved and been betrayed, you have not known love. Raise the quality of your love little more than what you think. Unless you raise the quality of your love, you will not experience love. You will only feel you have been betrayed, betrayed, betrayed. That's the first thing. Second thing, how can I trust and love again? That's an important thing. The only way you can do is drop the dust, drop the dirt of the past. Be alive. Stand up again and start loving the person. Raise the quality of your love. See, when you start loving, you will have two things. One part of you radiates love. The other part of you, which has so many calculation, the material ingredients. Reduce the material ingredient part. Increase the pure love zone. Understand, when you increase the pure love zone, not only to one person, you will be radiating it to the whole world continuously. Even if somebody betrays you, when you have the memory about that person, you will not feel that person has betrayed you. I can say from my own experience, so many people think that somebody has betrayed me, or even somebody thinks they betrayed me. In my heart, when I remember them, I have only deep love, pure love, simple love for them. Understand? Be more and more centered on love. In your love, increase the friendliness ingredient more and more than the calculation ingredient. Less and less calculation ingredient, more and more friendly ingredient, you will radiate pure love which never feels betrayed. I can tell you, feeling the pure love which never feels betrayed is the highest blessing can happen to you. That's the highest, greatest blessing. Feeling pure love without feeling betrayed by anything or anybody is living enlightenment. Thank you. Next question. Dear Swamiji, is the transition from physical love to higher love dependent on the other person? No. It is not dependent on the other person. It is dependent on you. How much that love becomes an intense experience in you, independent of the other person and other things. Please understand. When that love from the physical form, when it goes to the higher form, not only it is independent of the other person, it is independent of even the memory of the other person. It becomes a pure life, pure aliveness, pure energy, pure being. So it is not dependent on the other person, it is independent of the other person. Next, in this itself there is a question. Is it possible only when at least one or both the beings are evolved? No. No need for both the beings to be evolved. Even if one being is evolved, that is enough for the whole process. That one being evolved not only will raise himself or herself continuously, by the very presence he will raise the other person also. By his very action, lifestyle, he or she will raise the other person also. If one of them is enlightened, then does it help to raise the consciousness of the other? Yes. If one person is enlightened, that is enough to raise the consciousness of the other person. It just raises the energy and consciousness of the other person to a completely different scale, different height, different energy. So be very clear. Even if one person is evolved or interested in evolving, is enough to achieve the higher dimensions of love. You don't need both the persons. You see, The spiritual experience does not depend on the other person. It just purely depends on you. It is you, you alone, nothing else. Next question. I have had so many relationships in my life, but I don't feel satisfied. Are more and more relationships the solution for this? Otherwise, how can I move beyond? This is the please understand, just changing the persons will not help. Change the person inside, that is the only way to help. Changing the persons outside will not lead you to fulfillment. Change the person inside, only that will lead you to fulfillment. I always tell people, like changing the car and house and spouse is almost become a fashion in the life. No, changing the outer person is not going to help. Change the inner person, that's the only way to move beyond. That's the only way to go beyond. Otherwise, if you have more and more and more relationships, constantly changing the person, you will see a deep depression, frustration and emptiness in your life. That is going to be the end. Change the person inside, you will go beyond.